accident there or something going on.
There's construction right there on that
okay.
stretch of the freeway too right now. There has been for a long time. I think they were trying to take advantage of the fact that people were staying off the roads during the stay-at-home orders. And when there's traffic, when there's construction on that part of the 110, it's so hard because the lanes are so narrow. There's just not a lot of room to maneuver. And ordinarily, there's a lot of traffic here, too, especially heading southbound into downtown. But this guy is heading north on the 110 freeway through Highland Park, through the avenues. If they stick with it, they'll end up in Pasadena. The freeway ends up there.
This appears to be a newer model Chevy Silverado crew cab pickup truck. That is, driver is police are in pursuit of the driver. We don't know for what reason at this point in time. That's about the information we have here. This has now entered South Pasadena. And just getting some information here. Let me see if I could determine what it is. No, we still don't know what the want is for this, but it is the latest pursuit in Los Angeles. We have at least 4 or 5 police cruisers after this suspect, and this is going to be Culver City Police. And this is northbound 110. Interesting to go right near Dodger Stadium, and as you mentioned, those streets were narrow, and as you mentioned, that we went through what appeared to be an accident with a fire truck.
Yeah, right on the 110.
A lot of construction.
Right over there in the avenues.
But nonetheless, they were still able to get through.
Nope, they got through. The freeway is going to end pretty soon, so there are only a couple of places here. It's really quick. There's a little bend through South Pass, and then he'll end up in Pasadena, and then that would put him out on surface streets right over there off Arroyo if they hang tight, and it looks like that's what they're doing. So Pasadena Police also has its own helicopter. They assist, I believe, 9 other cities and departments when needed. And a lot of times in Pasadena, their helicopter, and I think they have more than one, but their helicopters will be up there patrolling. So they may end up picking this up as well. Now we're in Pasadena. So the freeway ends right here. If they're heading northbound on Arroyo, which is what they're doing, there are a lot of businesses right there. There's a Trader Joe's, if you know the Pasadena area, popular shopping district, of course. It's under curfew as well, along with the County of Los Angeles, so people should be off the roads. At least that's what people are hoping. Yeah,
and this is going to be surface streets now. And this, at least this driver is more in control of the vehicle than the last one, although he just blew through a red light just back there.
There's the Trader Joe's.
And there's police standing by. See, they're clearing some of these intersections ahead of this pursuit driver, which is good for the safety of everybody around. But of course, there is a curfew in effect that began at 6 o'clock. And so that has cleared most of the streets, which is a thankful aspect of these protests and the violence that has broken out with the curfew, at least when it comes to these pursuits. Not as many people out on the streets put in danger for something like this.
Yep, so heading northbound on Arroyo still. So that'll put them off over there off of, I think, Green. So over by Paseo, which is a little shopping center or shopping mall, outdoor shopping mall in Pasadena. And looks like they may be turning. Green's a one-way, and there are a couple of one-way streets right there south of Colorado. I think that's where he is now, yeah, either Green or Union.
Yeah, lots of one-way streets in Pasadena for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's where we're at right now in the city of Pasadena, right south of the Paseo there. I think that's part of the parking structure. Yep, that's the Paseo parking lot right there. So there's a gym there, there's stores there. A lot of them have been closed down because of coronavirus. So that'd be Green. So heading, that would be eastbound on Green, if I'm not mistaken. That's another parking lot associated with Old Town Pasadena. So he's in Old Town, but he's south of Colorado. So you're not going to see a lot of the familiar shops. By the way, I've heard that Old Town Pasadena had a lot of their stores boarded up because of what was going on for over the last couple of days in the Los Angeles area.
We do have the want for this. It appears there's a male driver wanted for burglary. And that is the reason for this pursuit, the latest one here in Los Angeles, as he hit maybe one green light, the rest all red, now on surface streets in Pasadena, making a left-hand turn.
This is probably Lake. I'll have to see.
Slowing down,
maybe giving
coming
up,
to a stop. This was much like the last one.
Yeah,
no
kind
headlights.
Of stopped abruptly. 2 people at least in the car and giving up.
So there is somebody else in the back, you're right.
Yeah. 2 people got out. I guess they just saw the writing on the wall and thought, time to give up.
We're losing our picture here, but
somebody ran.
The passenger.
Yeah.
Okay, so the driver got out, went straight to his knees on the pavement, and here, with a cell phone in her hand, I believe that's a woman, is now in custody, too.
A mask? Is that a mask or a
helmet?
helmet?
Yeah, it's a mask. That's
something
for sure.
like that. So
wanted
this
for
is
burglary.
Culver City Police arresting somebody all the way up in Pasadena, miles and miles away from Culver City. And this person finally gave up. 2 people in the car. officers running around there. I'm sure Pasadena police are going to show up to this call. They know about it. You know, if their helicopter's not over it already, it will be shortly.
I wonder if we can go back because
look at
they're all
this.
running back because.
I'm not sure
Did you
why.
see that? And then,
I know.
Well, you see the driver is sitting right there in a vehicle. Police vehicle is going through.
I think that's the Rite Aid
Something
right there.
interesting is going on here because this is the driver, spread eagle on the ground. A
Yeah.
number of units now. This can't all be Culver City. A number of units have come through. They captured the
That's the
person
Rite
in the
Aid, yeah.
back. The passenger is now in custody that ran to that adjacent parking lot, and she just got winded and then went to her knees, and then they took her into custody. But look, if you see here to the left, there's
somebody's
somebody
coming
else in the
out.
back. They got their guns pointed. There are more people in this pickup. All these people inside wanted for burglary. This person walking back, a vehicle is coming up close to them. It's going to be a police car. So that's 3 we see. The driver promptly stops the vehicle. Here in Pasadena, we're unsure. You had mentioned Lake. That may be the street.
Yeah, that Rite Aid actually is over off of. I think that's Green. Or no,
Okay.
it might even. No, you know what? That's Colorado by the old movie theater.
So there we have the third one getting his hands cuffed. So as you see there, the center part of your screen, that is the driver that stopped, immediately got out of this newer pickup truck and went straight down to his knees and then onto the ground. It appeared to me to be a passenger from the front bailed, went through the adjacent parking lot and ran, and then went to her knees, and they have her in custody, and then there was somebody in the back. And that's what all the attention was that everybody was coming back because there was another suspect in the vehicle.
They're checking. So yeah, that's the Rite Aid, I believe, over off of Catalina, Colorado. Over there, there's like an Office Depot. There was a movie theater. I'm not even sure if the movie theater's still open. But so that's Culver City Police. And you know, Pasadena, interestingly, has not seen a lot of this activity in the way that parts of Los Angeles have. They did have a small demonstration that went up, I think, Fair Oaks and Orange Grove, and I think there was reports of vandalism. There's a very old pawn shop off of Colorado in Old Town, I think off of Fair Oaks, and I know they were vandalized. I don't know if that was in association with everything else going on or just something that unfortunate that took place there. But Pasadena has not seen a ton of activity in the way of what we've seen over the course of the last few days.
And we don't know if this is related at all to the looting, but it is interesting enough that this pickup has a bed full of stuff, and we just wonder if that is the stolen items that they were talking about, since these are burglary suspects, and this is happening during, of course, all these different protests that have turned into some looting. So we're not for sure. I just know the suspects wanted for burglary, 3 in all, now in custody. This pickup truck driving from that area in Culver City. Culver City police followed them all the way to Pasadena at one point in time, going going on northbound 110 near Dodger Stadium, and on the highway before coming to arrest here.
Off of
3
Catalina,
suspects.
yeah.
In custody. I think we'd wrap that one up. Okay. Well, state and local leaders who for so many weeks have been focused on the